Okay, pilots, got a little update before we get busy here on the Comanche. If you look back a couple of videos, you'll see where I ordered a tugboat crew at 1/32 scale. All right, here's my guys out here. All right, they even sent me one that's sitting down, and they sent me some guys that's in rain suits. I mean, I want you to check that out. That ain't too bad, is it? He's sitting down drinking him a cup of coffee. But I was missing a guy. I left him on the deck. Left him on the dock. So I contacted the company there and I said, y'all forgot one. And the guy said, well, let me check into it. So then he emailed me back. He gave me a tracking number here, and this is in the mailbox today. So let's see what they sent me. I'll find the end somewhere. Here it is. I told the guy, also mentioned on the email there, I said, man, I wouldn't even bother you, but it was one of the guys that's got the rain suit on, and that's the reason I bought the thing. Or I could have been talking to a lady, I don't know. You know, you don't know when you email them. Oh boy, they got this thing wrapped up here. Come on, ice cream. I see a yellow rain suit. I see a yellow rain suit. Is he a different guy? Well, let's see. I think it's the same guy, just right here, but that's all right. That's okay. I can put one in front of the boat, one in the back. Let's see. No, that guy's got his hand in the pocket. He's different. He was the guy, because I even mailed him a picture. You know, you can send him a picture. You just go on to the eBay site that you bought the product from. This guy's fat. Oh, he's a big one. And he looks close the same, but you know how sailors are. They all look the same. But one's got his hands pocket, see? But you go on eBay there, if you order something and you get screwed, you go down there to contact sailor. Don't worry about going through eBay. Just go down there to the block where it says contact sailor. And you leave a message, and if they give a crap, they'll message you back. If they don't, then go to eBay or go to PayPal and get your money back. But there you go. They stepped up. I appreciate it. So, that's my tugboat crew. Just go on eBay and say tugboat, 1/32 tugboat crew, and it came right up. Just came right up. Didn't have to do no more searching. They even had fire department crew, they had construction crew, they had all kinds of stuff, 1/24 scales, they had just all kinds of different. Just get on there, pilots, ask eBay what you want. I'll tell them what you want. Alright, now, here we go. I've got some LEDs mounted, and I got that in there, but it's just loose. It's just going in there, but it's, you know, like I said, I made the hole there, dug it through. Got the rod and the end lead here. Then we got a red LED here, and we got a strobing one right there at the wheel. I don't know if you see it or not. There we go. That's a white strobing, and that's a red strobing. I have another red strobing up in here somewhere, another white strobing down here somewhere. But I've got to get my little body together, back together here. I got to get my boom here back on. So these, let's see, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not. There's a slot cut in the mount. Let me get the hole in here right. Let me get the light on it. Alright, right here. If you can see that slot cut in this round, a round hole there. Alright. And they cut a slot in it there to put your lead through. I can't get nothing to work for me today. Alright. You run that lead through there, and you put your screw in that mount and tighten it up onto the boom. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Spread it apart. That's where the screw goes in is where it's kind of tight. Now, I need 2 screwdrivers. I should have done this first, but I can get to it. I'll put a small piece of electrical tape right around that lead at the end of that wire, because I noticed just a little bit of it was rubbed, looked like it rubbed through, and I could see a little bit of the wire on the black lead. Right there on the end there a little bit. 1/8 of an inch, and as soon as I let it go, it falls right back out. Look at that. I didn't want you to do that. I want you to stay inside that thing. We're gonna have to start getting hateful here. Let's start getting hateful, boy. Straighten that up. Pull that through. Just to run lead around here. Come on, hook. Come on now. Stay on that hook. Go under that. Over this. Under that. Over this. Let's see. Now I've got to figure out how it plugged in. Should only go one way. That's gotta be it. Plug in that way, but it looks like it's got that little tooth on that side, but it wouldn't go in. This would not go in. Getting those little plugs lined up is a pain. They're even worse than servo ends. And you just can't get a hold of them. Aha. There we go. And then we want to make sure our servo lead is back up on that little hook so it won't get tangled up in the motor. I've got an Allen head up here. That goes in that base. If I can get to it. Oh, it's got to go under that. Ooh. 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 Let me get this over here. I know you can't see it. but I can barely see it. I'm way up in there. Starting that screw up in that bracket. It tightens up my boom. I made a mark on the boom, make sure I had it in there. I've got it in there a little bit further. I'm gonna just get this thing going here. Because I'm wanting to see what this is gonna do. Because this all could be for naught. If I can't get enough room for that blade there to be spinning around. Well, there you go. That might be the reason why it won't go on there. Yep, just like that. Yep, just barely. A little over maybe 3 millimeters or so. Maybe 3 millimeters. Let me get it up here and let you see what I'm talking about. Turn. See it? How close it is. That's where it's going to be spinning there. And this is actually going to be going down here. Because I've got to cut down here where it's going to go around the landing gear. Okay. See, it's going to be cut in a couple places right here to go around the landing gear legs. See. All right. Now let's see here. Let's get that just sitting there. Just sitting there. Now. Battery's still gonna go in the original place it's supposed to. Slides up into a little pocket in there. Alright. We got a marker light there. We got a marker light there. Okay. Now I've got to see if my mechanics is gonna clear all this stuff here on my front nose. This is the first time I'm putting this nose back on. I had to trim the top here from the blade from hitting. That's gonna be approximately there. I've already got my holes drilled for where the mount will go. Alright, what's got a hold of me here? You're seeing this for the first time like me. It's going to go overlap and down. And back some more. What's stopping me? Could be those LED leads. I guess that's exactly what it is. Yep. So I'm gonna get them bent down out of the way without snapping and breaking them. It goes over the top of the tailpiece. There it goes over the LED leads. What do we got here? What is this? What's doing? What is it doing? Why are you doing this? You should not be there. And get it back off and this LED lead out of the way. Get it out of the way. Get the hell out of the way. Get the hell out of the way. Okay, let's get, I got to push, I gotta keep pushing this down because it hooks on to the landing gear until I get them places cut out of it. It's just like this right here, pilots. You just keep fitting. And sometimes you get to a point where you say, okay, it just ain't gonna work. See? So it's better to just kind of keep dry fitting, not to force nothing, because you got other things you gotta think about. CG, and make sure you can move your battery around if you need to. Like I said, I've already got the holes drilled here for where my body was gonna have to sit. It's being deformed just a little bit by being forced here at this corner. If I can get that corner to go in, please. And get the LED out of the way. Now then, what's this one do? Same thing. I gotta get them slots cut around the landing gear here so that that'll close up. See? But I can get in through here to my battery, get my battery in and out. Or I can leave the battery in it, charge the battery with it sitting in it. I ain't gotta take that battery out. But I do have to plug my LED control box here into the battery test plug by simply getting my polarity right and plugging those in. Now let's see what that's gonna look like. Now I've got a couple, like I said, I got a couple of white strobes and red strobe here be hanging out, and I don't have landing gear lights, and I don't think I'm gonna be putting the landing gear lights in. I'm gonna get all this out of the way where it won't be in the picture here. So that's gonna pretty much sit like that, pilots. Now it might go freaking nuts here on me when I let it go. But I just want to see what the lights is gonna look like too. Checking my polarity. Uh-oh. I ain't got my strobe lights plugged up. Time out. Dadgummit. Eric, what are you thinking about here? What are you thinking about? Red to red. White to white. I got this one marked black because it's the landing light, but this is the strobing light. Okay, ignition. There we go. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it strobing back here. And this one up here at the top just strobes slowly. And then we got, oh goodness gracious, look at that marker light shining on all we got here on me. See if I can pick it up here without a thing's going flying. And let me just we'll hold this one right here somewhere. That's gonna be right there somewhere. Just stick it right there somehow. I might put it up here. And pilots, it wasn't fun running them lights up in there when you can't really separate the body. Look how the light shines all the way through it just about till you get to the green there. Okay, pilots, I'm gonna get some more stuff going here. Get some more stuff together. At least I got my boom on. I barely got enough room. But I gotta get everything all mounted together, glued together. Lights put where I'm wanting them. And I'm not really worried too much about the CG. There's a way, if I can get it flipped up here. Let me just do this. There's a way that you can get more movement out of the battery in the slot here. You got to cut these little walls right here down off of that, and your battery will slide more forward if you need it to. Okay. And this being nothing but a plastic body. It's not like a 1/32 model, pilots. And 1/32 models is kind of, you know, they got some weight to them. But this thing here, it just ain't nothing to it. The lighting system probably weighs more than the body does. Okay? You know? So, I'll try to get everything here set up, get my lights. Probably next time you'll see it, it'll be ready to fly. Because I've got to cut them lines up in through here to get the landing gear to fit and everything. But, you know, I can't be videoing no gluing, because when you get to gluing it, sometimes you let them exploratories fly. So, till next time, pilots, I'm out.